Hello class, Mr. Stone here. This is actually our 100th video on our YouTube channel, so it's kind of big for us. What I wanted to talk about here is actually it's a topic I talk about all the time with different students of mine. It's test taking tips, to help you succeed, help you do a little better, okay? So let's start off. Prepare before, during, and after the test. What type of test is this going to be? Is it going to be a pop quiz you don't even know about, so it's really hard to prepare for that one because you walk in and the teacher's handing out the things? Or is it a regular weekly test? At least hey, every Friday they're going to give a test, okay? So you get a little time to prepare. Or is it the semester end? You get even more time to prepare, and with the preparation for that, it's almost like you should be doing it as you progress throughout the semester, okay? So you get a little less at the end, okay? Or is it a PSAT or SAT? Those are a lot of time to prepare, but you got a lot of information you got to cover, a lot of things, okay? But there's all kinds for the semester end or the PSAT or the SAT. You can find online different quizzes, 100 questions, 50 questions, and you can go over them, okay, to prepare yourself for this, okay? And how is this test? Is it going to be a multiple choice? 4 questions, 5 questions? Don't forget, if it's 4 questions you don't even know, you got a 25% chance of getting it right. Yes or no? Hey, you got a 50% chance of getting it right. True or false is the same way, 50% chance. And there's a good possibility you'll say, that don't sound true to me. It's got to be false, okay? There's people that write on those true or false and the yes or no's that if they write a long answer, that could be it because they took time to write this long answer. So, but I don't know how true that is. But that's just something else. Short answers. Is it just figuring out 5x equals 10? Solve for x. Divide by 5, you get 2. X is 2, so you just answering 2. It's a short answer. Or does this require a longer answer? Do you have to show work in this? Okay, so all these things change how the test is. Okay. But really, if you prepare during the year, during the year or during the week or whatever, you can answer these. You can do this. At the end of this, I'm going to say, above all, stay calm when you're doing this, okay? If you don't know the answer, go to the next one, okay? The week before the test, okay? Start doing the questions at the end of each chapter, okay? At the end of the chapter that you covered, okay? That way you'll find your strengths and weaknesses. There's no sense you studying 5x equals 10 if you already know you can do that real quick in your head, okay? Where there might be other ones, inequalities or whatever, that you really don't have down perfectly, study those, okay? That way you're spending your time, more on something that you don't know, okay? Work on those, okay? The other good thing is, I hope you're all taking notes, because I've always encouraged you to take notes during class. Even if you don't know what the teacher's writing, write it down anyway, because maybe later on you'll say, oh yeah, I know what she was writing about. I know what she was talking about, because you might figure it out by the end of the class or the next class. You say, oh, I know what she was talking about. So then it solves that. And the good thing about your notes, this is your handwriting. And a lot of times it brings back memories when you're in the class doing it, when you're reading it. You say, oh yeah, she went on and talked about this. She went on and talked about this. So it really helps you, okay? Now, you get the big Friday test. Go to bed early on Thursday. Get some rest. Don't stay up till 2 o'clock watching a movie, playing a video game, okay? Go to bed early. Get some rest, because that's very important, okay? Now, the morning off, eat a breakfast. You got to have something in your stomach to fuel your system, okay? Check your calculator. Is it charged? Is it working? Have you got a battery in it? Extra pencils or pens. Don't walk out of the house with one pencil that needs to be sharpened. And then you get to school and the sharpener's not working. You say, "Whoa, this ain't too good." Okay, so bring extra of these. Okay, and another thing that I encourage, and I've always done it, is bring a snack. Okay, with like glucose in it. It's a form of sugar. I actually run, and so I'm kind of used to eating those snacks before like a long run. And during the run, because it kind of fuels your system, but it also gets your mind going too. So your mind's not drifting off, going to sleep. And hey, who knows, you might be able to pull an answer out of the back of your head because you did that. Okay, a lot of fruits, vegetables, dry fruits, they contain this, but you can look that up and see what it is, okay? I've ate everything from dry cereal to everything before races, okay? Start of exam, okay? I didn't write this down, but listen to the instructions, okay? Listen to the instructions. Hey, so you understand what they actually want. And another thing is, and I've always done this, okay? Do what they call a memory dump on your scratch paper. That's, every formula you got in your head, you start just writing it down on your scratch paper, all these formulas, okay? So that way you don't have to withdraw it from your mind after you've been thinking of other things, okay? So just write down everything that you got in your head, and hey, that way later on you can go back and look. You got a circle, you can look for the area because you already wrote the formula. So that's what I'd advise, okay? And then take your test, okay? Skim the questions, just kind of skim real quick, go through them and answer the easy ones. You're looking, you got the 5x equals 10. Whoa, I can answer that, that's 2. So you write that down real fast. Hey, you solved that. And really, it's good for your self-confidence. You got all these easy ones answered. You don't want to, say you got a 20-question test. You don't want to go from question 1 to question 20 and you get caught up on like question 8 or 9 and that take your time. Next thing you know, the teacher's saying, hey, time's up. You got to pass in the paper. And hey, question 19 and 20 was 5x equals 10. One of them. And you say, shoot, I could have got that in 2 seconds. Okay? So do that. And use your scratch paper. Because later on, you can go back, like I said, if you finish early, okay, go back and check everything. Okay, and if you wrote good notes on your scratch paper and you blocked it off, hey, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question 5, you can go back and look, hey, how did I solve that? Did I do the 5x equals 10, and did I divide the 5 into 10 and come up with 3? You'll spot that and you'll say, oh, shoot, no, it's 2, so that's what I'd advise, okay? And so double check everything. Don't be the first to hand in your thing and say, oh, wow, look at I got it done before everybody else. Use all the time. It's just so you're going along the hallway, you're just gonna, you're not doing anything. But this way you might pick up a few questions that you got wrong by simple things, silly mistakes. Okay, now after the exam, okay, the exam's over, okay, it's the next day, it's the next week, whatever. If they give it back to you, take it and use that to study the ones you got wrong, okay? Those are ones you don't know. And now if that was a weekly exam, in the semester, end of the semester, they're going to ask this. And maybe on the SAT, they'll ask these questions, okay? So study them and learn how to do them, okay? And as I said during it, above all, stay calm, okay? Don't panic. Even if you don't know the answer, skip it, go to the next mark and say, hey, I got to come back to question number 5 because I didn't know how to work this one, okay? And you will do great, okay? I got faith in you. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much, and good luck on your test. Bye-bye.